Yeah, what's up you guys, this is Godson. Welcome back to another episode of Clash of Clans. Thank you guys for joining me. Today we're going to talk about some interesting things in the game. This is very relevant to what's been going on, but as you know, the Halloween event is over. More specifically, we do not have the pumpkin barb and the giant skeleton. Those guys are gone. However, if you are fortunate enough to have some of those troops in your army camps before the update ended, then they will be there until you use them in an actual battle. Then they will be gone, or even in the campaigns, I believe if you use them in there, then they will be gone as well. But if you have them in your army camp, they stay there until you use them, so you can actually train with these guys on the friend requests as you challenge your bros. As you can see, I've been challenging, so I'll show you some of those replays that I just did right now. Sorry they're not live, they are replays, but that gives me time to talk to you guys about what's been going on. So let's go into the first replay and let's talk about my opinions about the new troops that were released. First, let's go down here and see my attack. I think I failed this one, but still, it's the barbs. Got the pumpkin barbs going. So, okay. So far, this has been very interesting, but I feel the giant skeleton most definitely was the best troop that we've had in terms of the seasonal troops that have been coming out. I know we've had the Ice Wizard. That guy actually came to Clash of Clans, and I think there was another one. I just can't remember who it was. But we've had some seasonal troops come and go. And this Halloween, we've had the giant skeleton and the pumpkin barb. Don't know if the Ice Wizard will return for this Christmas, but I'm hoping he will. But as far as we know, the giant skeleton has been, in my opinion, one of the best troops that we've had for seasonal characters. Now, this is pretty interesting because there has been petitions on Reddit, and even some of my fans have been writing me about keeping the giant skeleton in the game. So, they have made a petition. I'm not sure how many people signed this thing, but I believe Supercell has noticed this, and that's really just what I want to talk about. Does the giant skeleton deserve a spot in the roster? As you know, we still have some spots left open. Looks like there's only one, but I'm sure, just like Clash Royale, they could put as many troops as they want, but I think there's been a little bit of a backlash because of them doing that they're being very careful of the troops that they're gonna put inside the game. So, in my opinion, I actually like the giant skeleton. I think it was a troop that was more of an advanced giant, you know, because we had the giants for low tier, and I feel the giant skeletons were more of a mid to high tier character for people that wanted to raid with them at higher levels. Now, some people did say that he needed a buff and that he may be too strong. Some people said he needed a nerf. He might be too weak. Do I have that backwards? They said he was too strong because his blast radius and the damage he does when he dies is really good. They said he was too weak because he needed a buff because his army camp spaces were not that great. So they wanted to reduce those and make it even better for him, which is understandable. I can understand that. He definitely needed that. It didn't seem like it was good enough. And they wanted to fix him. So I believe just like the Barbarian Ram, the Ram that we got with the Barbarian, they fixed him a bit and he was a lot better. So he went for walls instead of just objects. And they buffed him. I forgot what they did, but they buffed the battling ram. The giant skeleton, I think they did something with his army camp spaces, so like he could fit 12 in the army camps instead of 9. So that was a buff. And I'm sure they were gonna do some more stuff in case he comes back for a seasonal thing. But there has been a petition, and people wanted him in this game permanently. And I do know that Supercell, I even mentioned it to them. I told them about the petition that's going on. They've seen it, I'm sure. But it really just depends on the community. I think Supercell has in the past, you know, they wanted to do their own thing, but they've been listening to the community. They have been listening to the community, and I think if people speak loud enough, then they could, you know, they could do that. And I'm sure they are looking for troops, some potential troops to put in the other slot here. And I do think, you know, if people want it bad enough, they can get them in here. But we still have to wait and see if we're going to get other troops this holiday season for Christmas. You never know. We might just get some more troops. They did fit 2 new characters in here. So, you guys, I'm sure that Supercell could put a lot of characters, a big roster in this thing, so that we can play with lots of troops. But, in my opinion, I think if the Giant Skeleton is to stay, I would have no complaint. I think he was a great character. One of the very few characters that, you know, people didn't complain about coming from ROYALE. This was a direct, you know, from ROYALE port over to Clash of Clans, and people liked it. I liked it too. So will he be gone forever? Will he return for the next holiday, for the next Halloween season? I feel he might, just because of the in-game buffs that happened to him while he was out for the holiday season. I think that's what they did. They gave him different army camp spaces while he was there. And it worked out. People liked them. So that's really what I wanted to talk to you guys about. What do you think about this? Do you think he has a potential to come back, or should he be a permanent character? What about the pumpkin barbs? I'm pretty sure these guys are seasonal. There's no way these guys are coming back. There's no way. But I do like how they had 2 characters, though. I like how they had 2 characters for the holiday season. We had pumpkin barbs and giant skeletons. Now, hopefully they will do that for Christmas. Can we have the ice wizard and maybe another one? What about what other ice characters do we have? We have the ice spirit. I don't really know if that guy will make it. Or what about the, oh man, I don't even want to say it. I'm guessing, but there's other snow characters in Clash Royale. So maybe we might get those guys. Who knows? But I would like to see maybe 2 or 3, you know, seasonal characters that we can play with. Not just one. I think one might be a little not too exciting. So there it is, dudes. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box. Give me a rating, what you thought of the Halloween season. I just kind of wish that it came out a little earlier. We only had these troops for like 5 or 6 days, and then they were gone. Hopefully they don't do that with Christmas. Hopefully we get Christmas around the 15th. We get that update, and we don't have to wait till the end of the month to get everything. It's only my speculation, but I hope Supercell does that. So, you guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Godson, and I will see you dudes next time. Godson out.